Hey everybody, and welcome back to Superman Crypto. Your host Superman in the house as usual. We're going to get into a Zen update again. And man, gas prices have been through the roof. We're going to look at that first and have a look at some of the commentary about that. So let's get into it, folks. Let's go. And here it is. So bam, look at that. The gas fees here. This is ultrasound.money, ultrasound.money. And of course, you can see the last 7 days. Look how it's just ramped up. We were down last Saturday. We were at about 32 Gwei. Look out for this weekend for some lower Gwei periods. Just keep your get those Gwei alerts, the gas price alerts. There may be little opportunities on the way, so let's take that into account. But see this ramp up from 30 on Sunday, and we just kept going higher and higher and higher up to these hundreds through the week. But just obviously last day, just absolutely rocketing. Pepe, of course, being one of the main causes. Pepe meme coins and other stuff like that. So definitely a big cause for this. And of course, the market's also rallying now as we speak with Bitcoin and Ethereum as well. Bitcoin heading towards 30K and in Ethereum over 2,000. So pretty bullish. But look, we're going to have some huge numbers here the last 7 days. And of course, let's have a look at the day price. Let's have a look at that. The day here, that's the day candle. Look at that, just absolutely monstrous. It is coming back now at the moment into the low hundreds. We can see that the high for the day, 299, the minimum 65. So that's how low it is. But it is the weekend, so you may get deals below this. Just stay tuned for that. And of course, the average is 138 Gwei, which is horrendous, right? But hey, look, in the future, it may end up getting even higher. It depends on what's happened with this chain. Everyone's waiting for, of course, the proto-dank sharding there, and of course, for the layer 2. So we'll see if that actually helps in the future. Something to come. But in the meantime, we've got these highest gas prices, and with the meme coins particularly pumping the network as well. So kind of cool. Let's jump into some of the key drivers behind the gas prices. We can see here down the bottom here, we've got Uniswap, ETH, Tether, MetaMask, etc. Even the layer 2 is pretty contributing. MEV bots, of course, as well. So Pepe, of course, meme coin. And of course, there'll be Pepe showing up in Uniswap too. So it's a pretty big move higher at the moment. So pretty crazy stuff. All right, so that's that. Let's jump over to the Zen mints. How's this impacting mints on Ethereum? We can see that we're only down to 1,292 in the last 24 hours. Unbelievably low. And that's that gas price is just hideous at the moment. Look at 110 there at the moment. Crazy. Now, if we go to the dashboard, we can see that at the moment no one is minting, and those are prices there. So really, really small on the mass gas mint there. Not surprised at all to see that. All right, let's jump over to Joseph, of course, who does Zen.pub dashboard, giving some alpha around gas prices. This is 14 hours ago, so take that into context. Nothing like waking up to 160 plus Gwei. Cost of a single Zen mint, $56. Cost of a single Zen claim, $26 at 160 Gwei. And of course, we just checked out Ultrasound Money, and of course, posting his little snapshots. You can see the drivers of the gas price there, and of course, the actual gas cost for minting. So what's that? $56 for a mint, $26 for a claim, and of course, you can see the gas dashboard there up and to the right, and we just looked at that ourselves. So pretty bullish there. Even Joseph from the dashboard, who gives us all the info and intel, is saying how aggressive that is, which is pretty crazy also. So pretty amazing. Now we are going to look at potentiality there with some of the psychology. He's got another one here from Al Athena, the Zen Minter thinking process. So this might be you. 14 Gwei, I wait for it to go down to 11 Gwei, 100%. 18 Gwei, maybe I can catch 11 Gwei, 29 Gwei. It's so high, it must go down. This is so true. This 45 Gwei, crazy prices. I'm not minting. That's true. And then 100 Gwei, maybe I should mint. 100, 207 Gwei. What if I don't? What if it doesn't go down? 250, I'm buying. That's kind of hilarious. So I thought that was pretty funny there from Al of Antenna. So that's pretty funny. All right, so kind of cool there. We're going to come up to there as well. If you've got Pepe as well, be careful about this warning here from Joseph around the contract and manipulation and things like that. So if you are going to take profits, I'd probably, not some financial advice, but you might want to look at that later on. So definitely check that out. All right. Now, Razvan here, Costin, who's doing a lot of great stuff around Zen NFTs and things like that. He is obviously got Xenon coming. So that's coming up soon. And that's going to be flash loans. So one blockchain loans. and of course that's going to be gasless claims. So that's should help the community a lot, particularly around the Zen NFTs to start off with, as I understand. So mint Zen, but this is going to be around minting. So mint Zen with gasless claims, that's going to be very, very important. So stay tuned for that. That could be a good solution coming up. So wanted to have in that high gas fee problem with some good news there around Xenon. So keep a look for that. Could be launching next week, I believe it. And I think it's coming up on Crypto Kindness is going to be interviewing the founder, Razvan, as well. So pretty cool there from Razvan Costin. If you want to follow him, definitely do that. So cool. All right. It's coming out with multiple products, which is pretty neat. But that could be a really nice gas saving one there. Stay tuned. Get around the gas prices. Right on. Let's get into the Zen update. Here is Zen on ETH. We've got the price actually bullish and moved up higher. 4,000. That's a nice little position. Down 5% though. 24 hours. We've got 41% of the buys. 41% of the trades are buys. 159 over 228. The buy volume there pretty competing with each other. Obviously, the sell volume slightly higher, about 1.2 million a piece, and with 1.7 million in liquidity there at the moment. This is Zen wrapped ETH. So nice little move higher though. We're sitting at 4,105. We finished yesterday at 4,000. We finished yesterday 3,774. We're up today. So we're up today. That's pretty nice. And we've got Phoenix coming into Phoenix in the future. That's not far away at all, is it? So Phoenix on Polygon is obviously running, but Phoenix on Ethereum is moving ahead. So we've got 6 days to go or so, 6 to 7 days. So we're inside that week before the Phoenix launch. See if we can get some sort of run up. Whether, like I say, I think there's kind of two scenarios: that it runs up and it rallies before, comes back down, or it rallies straight into Phoenix. And of course, that could be pretty bullish. Now, Phoenix, if a lot of Zen is burned on Phoenix, obviously subject to gas as well. But if a lot of Zen is burned on Phoenix afterwards, that could also incur another rally also. So stay tuned for that. Then followed after that, of course, we've got the other protocol launching, which I actually think the tokenomics are pretty degen, pretty encouraging of the 1500 bonus. And of course, that is ZenDodge, which is one of, a seeded idea from Jack originally. But that's kind of cool. 1500% bonus for getting ZenDodge at the beginning there. So that's coming up. Expected on the 20th. That's a pencil date. I don't know if it's been confirmed yet, but that is the pencil date. And that's bullish. Two big protocols coming for ZenDodge, and we've got more protocols popping up all over the place. So we're going to talk about one of those later on. So we talked about one yesterday, so check that out. Pretty cool. All right, let's get into the results here. So let's have a look at the actual results at the moment. We've got just almost 9.5 trillion Zen in liquid supply. So it's a good thing we've got those two protocols coming up because we need to burn some Zen, right? Need to burn some Zen. And of course, the staking is pretty much staying between this 1.5 and 1.6 sort of trillion mark at the moment. So I'd like to see that go up, but it's not going up. People still holding liquid there. Let's jump down to obviously the supply changes, which are here. So good news today. Obviously on the 4th of May, we had 27 stake, 27 burn. Yesterday we had 6.5 billion Zen come out of staking, but we had a better burn. We jumped from 27 to 33 billion on the burn. That's better, but just not good enough, right? We need burn to get up to like the 75 billion plus, start eating up in some of that circulating supply that we saw earlier. Now, liquid supply here, 57.75, so it's almost stalled in the 57% range. But the burn there is just about at 5 trillion. That's definitely slowed down too. But we are almost at 5 trillion burns. So that's not too bad. Now, moving ahead, of course, into the future, we are at the 7-day forecast. We've got the weekend big mints to come out. Now, I think this one we had just come out earlier was smaller. I can't remember exact number, 80 billion or something, 70 billion. And of course, this one coming out on Sunday here on the 7th is how much? 166 billion. So it's got a pretty decent candle. That's why I say we need these bigger burns, 75 billion plus, ideally 100 billion a day. That would be pretty nice. We'd have net decrease in supply. Next week, though, relatively low mint on Monday, 49 billion, 83 billion on Tuesday, 56 billion on Wednesday, then Thursday, 80 billion, and then Friday, 75 billion. So higher, but not too bad during the week. And then Saturday, they're not too bad, 117. But by the time we get to this date here, this is when we have the launch of Phoenix, and that should help with the burning, particularly if there's a ton of burning going through there. So that's kind of cool. Then so that's the 30th, 13th there. We've got our two big candles, 336 billion next week and 325. These are the big ones we want to eat through. But we've got the protocol launching Phoenix on the 13th. And then on the 20th, we've got the, I penciled in, we've got the what did I say? Zen Dodge coming out there. Yeah, not too bad. And then after that, it's not so bad, right? We've got quite a bit of window up through to July. So optimistic about these two protocols and their burning. Should be pretty cool to see, particularly Zen Dodge with the with burning. So Phoenix is a long game. The longer you stake, the more the reward pools you get every 13 weeks, and of course the 3-week flush period. And the Zen Dodge there is first 15% you get 1500% bonus, and obviously it goes down after that. But it's kind of a cool play for the shorter game. So get in early. All right, so let's see how we go now. DXN has been a big burner for the Zen on Ethereum. That yesterday it was pretty similar the day before, both around about 27, just under 27 billion burn. So that makes up most of the burn we had today. And of course we can see or on the day, and of course we can see we just started here just under 1 billion. Let's have a quick look at the leaderboard. It's just started really pretty low. The gas fees are so high. Look at people paying 119, 123, 157, 152. It is the weekend though. Take your opportunity to get much lower gwei today. There's a good chance that we might get a little reprieve at some stage. Obviously not financial advice, but the weekend is the best time normally. We'll see if that Pepe keeps things up or whatever. Now the burn cycle very low so far. We've got 12 hours to go, 11.5 hours to go, and we've only got 97 million in there at the moment. So let's see what happens with this. It's going to be interesting. All right, let's go over to the price at the moment of DXN is $26.80 on the market. Pretty similar to yesterday, but yesterday it did spike up all the way up to $33.85. But that's definitely come down. It's down 2% on the moment on DXN. Let's jump over to Phoenix on Polygon. We are now got 390 million Phoenix in the equity pool, and of course we've got reward pool 375 million. So this is what people are after. This is a big reward. A lot of people are minting out really far, which is important. Let's go to the dashboard for Phoenix, pull that in, and have a quick look at that. That's kind of cool. Before we do that, though, let's have a look when the reward is counting down. So it's 14 days and 14 hours to go. It started off at 3 weeks. So that's people are chasing that. The more shares you get, the longer you stake, the more shares you get. That's the idea there. So let's get into Phoenix and have a look here. What do we had in the last 24 hours? We've had 99 billion MZN. This is on Polygon. MZN burned the last 24 hours. 5.75 trillion burned altogether. So a pretty decent supply reduction for MZN. But that doesn't necessarily mean the price is going to go down, but that's definitely a big hit on the supply. 97 unique minters the last 24 hours. Obviously, it's on Polygon, so it's got a different gas price, so people can continue to operate on there pretty freely compared to Ethereum. And the price is down at 0.004484 on the MZN, down 13%. Liquidity is pretty small, 15. Remember, we used to be up at like 33. It's at $15,000, so it's down there at the moment. 90 buys over 74 sales, $6,000 a buy versus 2.7. So yeah, it's interesting numbers there. So that is pretty much it. You can actually see the leaderboards down here, the burn chart. Burn chart's definitely been decreasing for some reason. Not sure why. I think that people would be positioning themselves for that more aggressively. Maybe we'll see that a bit later, or with the Zen Dodge coming out. In any case, we've got the leaderboard here, top 100 burners, top 100 stakers, so you can check all those data out there. If you are making decisions, this board is fantastic for you for that. Cool. Let's jump over to the M Phoenix price. That's where it is. Like I say, you can see that there. It's sort of, let's hope it's at the bottom. We'll find out. And it can start moving up. Liquidity has been an issue with this, so that's certainly a point. I don't think it would be as bad for the Ethereum chain, but we will see. Looking at MZN, the supply after all that burning of through Phoenix, we can see the price hasn't really bounced off because of that burn. We hasn't really bounced off that. We're up here though at 4748 and down 18% on the 24 hours. But we have got a green candle starting here, and so we'll see how we get on. 78,000 liquidity on that one. So that's pretty much that. Let me just jump up the top here. We've got our burning table. Yeah, MZN burned. Yeah, so 29, I guess that's billion burned on there. What else there? Phoenix staking is, 6.56 million in unique participants there yesterday, 114. So it gives you the data there. Phoenix staking there, a lot of people staking out pretty large, 200 days there. Was someone here, 200 days. So gives you an idea of the last 100 records. So cool. Let's jump over to how we're doing for time, 15 minutes. Oh boy, we're really busy. Let's jump over to Jack's news. Now, Jack's obviously the new project coming out, TXgen light paper. I'm not going to read that out today, but here it is, TXgen, proof of Zen burn. There's another project coming out, Zen made by the Grays ecosystem, mint Zen for free. And of course, it will receive a TXgen 1-to-1, so it's a 1-to-1 mint. Has limited supply, the limited supply there, so take that into account. That's the light paper. I'm not going to read it out during this live stream, but that's pretty much it on that one. Yeah, so that's pretty much that. Let's jump through some of the stuff there just to make you aware. Crypto Brass loves his Zen Knight. I like how he's wearing it proud. It's now part of his profile picture. I had to go full Zen and make my Zen Knight his avatar. Over 100 of these inscribed. This is number 73. I love that. I think that's really neat. Building stuff, Zenergy, nice. No idea what this is. DGN sent me this, so something there around that. Blockchain, Bitcoin blockchain is overheating with BRC-20 trading and minting. We're going to be talking about that in a second. He promoted this PUS, this pussy BRC token, and of course that was put out, that was minted basically straight away. So it's pretty crazy, and it got minted out pretty quick. Let's see what else is going on there. They got a Twitter space that was on just earlier around the AI thing coin, $Turbo that was in there. So that's pretty much it for Jack Levin. 12 hours ago, Zenith here getting some TXgen rewards, unclaimed ETH fees, 4.5 ETH, pretty nice. So that's some of the stuff there from Jack. Let's jump over to Senzu. Senzu's been really getting into the blockchain, Bitcoin blockchain with BRCs and ordinals, NFTs. So NFTs and BRC-20s, which is great. I really like them too, so I've been talking about them a bit more. I'll probably talk more about them on this channel, maybe do a special video. But he's got here, especially for the educational purposes, Zen. They just did this for a test. They issued XUNI BRC-20 protocol. It got minted out in a couple of hours, I think. It was very quickly, and of course been trading pretty ruthlessly on the Unisat marketplace. So that's kind of cool. I have issued a few tokens on there too. And you can see that it's causing a lot of gas problems on Bitcoin as well. So Bitcoin, not just Ethereum, but Bitcoin also having a lot of issues there also. So pretty crazy there for as well. So that's pretty much that. And of course you can see the token trading on here. Let's have a look at the XUNI. We're going to have a look at the token. You can see the XUNI token here is trading. It's been trading pretty prolifically. And the top of the line there, I think it's 100,000 sats down to the last sale. Let's have a look what the last sale was. The last sale, if it comes up. Yeah, they've had quite a bit traded. You can see the trade volume. Last sale was at 43,000 sats, but it has traded for 100,000. You can see the volumes on the chart there. So that went pretty crazy. So pretty cool. Now I've issued one for Pulse Chain. So if you want to go and look for that, that's you can buy that on the market. That is PLS. I will do a video on this specifically, but PLS is there for Pulse Chain. There's going to be Pulse Chain's ticker represented on Bitcoin blockchain. Pretty cool. So you can go and buy some of these. There's a listed there. Let's have a look at some of the listings. So that's pop up there. Let's have a look at this. So there's they're listed on there. That's the cheapest price, 5.5 sats per pulse, and you get 190,000 pulse, and the price just goes up as you go to the right there. So as people buy, it goes up. Another one that is listed is let's have a look here. Is Richard Hart. Now this is exclusive, so this hasn't been launched yet. So I'm really giving you a bit of insights here. There's only 2 allotments. This has been minted a bit. This has been pre-minted and then issued. So you can, if you want to be early, you can. But this is going to be slowly issued at the same price. So at the moment, it's been issued for 980.20 sats, 55. So it's around $323 on those for each of them. But the supply is limited. Only 5,555 of them. So there's not many of them. There's only 2 batches. These are the first 2 batches up. And of course, I haven't really talked much about that. So that's there up there. Kind of cool. What else is around? Just thinking through some of these. Yeah, if you want to get X1 chain, X1 is up there. That's not up there yet, is it? No, it's not up there yet, but you can do that. That's pretty cool. I will do a special video on that BRC-20s because they are really, I think, going to be an exploding market. The market caps is climbing pretty fastly. It's still early though. Let's jump over to Joseph. Joseph left a big calendar here. Interested in a Zen calendar on the Zen dashboard. Stay in the loop from upcoming events to past milestones. We've got you covered. Embed a specific event in your calendar or add the entire Zen calendar to your Google calendar. So that's really, really cool on that. So we can go have a quick look at that to wrap up the live show. So the recorded show today. People wanting live streams, so I'm going to probably do one eventually. But let's see how we go with the calendar. It's going to populate. So it's going to give you the upcoming projects that are launching. So you can see a Phoenix on Ethereum, Zen Dodge on the 20th, and you've got all these other projects here at the end of the 27th year. What do you got? DBZen NFT, Moon Party, TXgen, Zen Game, Xenon, the gas one. So that's all coming down the line there. Pretty cool. That is the second page there. So I hope you enjoyed that super alpha update today around the Zen ecosystem. It really is pumping. But the gas prices are definitely an issue at the moment. We'll hope for a bit of reprieve over the weekend, maybe. Let's say fingers crossed. Hope you enjoyed that. Get your comments in there, and I'll catch you on the next one. Take care, everybody. Bye for now.